Hi, I'm Dorothy Godin, broker with Remax Crown here in Sudbury, and welcome to Thursday Thoughts. Let's have a little chat about probate. So, in a situation where you have a home and a family member has passed, and now you have to sell that home, it's a very emotional time. And what you need to understand is that probate has to be done before you can close any real estate deal. So I encourage my people, and my people know that you can call me anytime, and we can get, first of all, a market research done on the property and a current market value to give to the lawyer so that they can do the probate documentation. They can at least start the probate process, and probate is going through the court process in order to get a certificate of probate. You cannot close a real estate deal without that probate being completed. But you can put that house on the market. So in my experience, you don't want to rush the emptying of the house. It's very emotional. There's usually a lot of family members, so you do want to take your time and allow yourself that time to go through the house. It's very interesting. I find most people, when they start going through particularly their parents' house where they've been there for 30, 40, and 50 years, there's a lot to go through and a lot to sort through and distribute to family members. So I do want people to take their time, and when they're ready, then to call me and we can get the house on the market. But you don't want to rush that process. By the same token, you don't want to wait 6 and 7 months because the estate is still paying the taxes and the heating, and if there's a mortgage, etc. It costs money to keep an empty house going. Even if there's no mortgage, there's heating costs and there's people have to check in on the house. So give yourself some time to go through the house. The house does not have to be vacant. Very often with estate sales, we are selling the house with some of the furniture there. Many young buyers appreciate that, they're starting out and they don't have a lot of anything. And so if there's furniture that the seller wants to leave and can't deal with, I've even sold houses with, everything, all the contents there. It's very helpful to the seller and it's very helpful to the buyer. So it does create a win-win. So in the case of probate and you have an estate sale, when you're ready to talk to a realtor, you want to come in and make sure that you understand that you can put it on the market. There is a clause that protects the estate, which says that, we may have a closing date on the offer. Let's say we have a March 31st closing, but probate is not done. There's a clause that says, the buyer understands that this cannot close until probate is finished, and we may have to change the closing date. And more often than not, we find a buyer who is flexible in their closing date, and it all works out really well. I think the key is to talk to your realtor early in the process, have your lawyer talk to the realtor to see who has authority to sign that listing, and you can get the ball rolling. So I hope you find this helpful. I know that, estate sales, very emotional, and you need someone who can take their time with you and help you through that process. You can reach me at Dorothy Godin at remax.net or 705-561-2360.